Hello, today is Friday, which means tomorrow is May the 16th. It's also my brother's birthday, but it's also National Drawing Day. So, what I'm going to try to do here is I'm going to do a little video and talk a bit about why drawing is great, how it can help you relax. It's good for your mental health, it's good for your creativity, and it's just good for, being able to express yourself. Many people probably don't feel that they are good at drawing, but then, if you have a driving license, just as an example, or if you think of anything you're good at, if you remember the first time you went out and did it, or something you rarely did, it could be just a case of not really having much confidence. So this little video is going to try to be a bit of an explainer, talk about it, and I'm going to show you how I draw. I draw quite in a particular way, and I have a bit of style because I draw kind of regularly, while others may feel that it has to look a particular way. The most important thing that matters to you is that it's for you, and you don't necessarily need to show it to anyone. It's just your own kind of way of being a little bit creative and stuff. So one of the things that I like to actually do is just to take my pen and to do a shape or a squiggle, and then kind of fill in the blanks. So and it's not good when I stop using the pen, but that's okay. And I don't really know what's going on here. Compensate for that mistake. That's okay, because it's my drawing. No one will ever really know. And then I'm gonna just make other shapes here. Now, as you see me doing this, you may be wondering what's the point. And I would like to add, there is no point. Now, this is a big problem now, because I've got a pretty busy day ahead of me. And what's going to happen now is I'm probably just going to draw all day long, because it gives me very nice frame of mind. This obviously isn't for everybody, and it's okay. We make little mistakes there, but the world still circles around the sun. The sun is still part of the Milky Way. The Milky Way is still part of the universe. It'll be all right. And as you can see, I try to gradually get a little bit more complex with each iteration. Now, I'm really into shapes and hard lines, and some people will tell you shouldn't have lines. Some people will tell you that you should draw like Leonardo da Vinci. If you're not, then it's what's the point in life and stuff like that. That's not true. This is very much a personal activity, and it just makes me kind of feel a little bit happy. I'm personally not going to color this. I don't really want to. I like black and white. I like monochrome. I like hard lines. That's just the way I do it. I actually don't have good colors, so I can't really. I wouldn't feel that I do this justice. So we won't be doing any colors there. Okay. In case you're wondering, if I do colors, it would be a very different experience, I suppose, because there'd be a lot of color, a lot of bright color. Now there's all sorts of different things. You don't really even need to draw. I mean, there's no skill involved in here. I'm basically, I don't see any skill anyway. Maybe you do. I'm basically joining up lines and drawing shape. This is like extreme doodling, I suppose, if anything. And I just did that there, and I'm kind of thinking, well, what am I gonna do next? And that's the fun part, I suppose. Let me go around the corner here. It's a really, for me anyway, it's very relaxing. The past few days have been super stressful. So this actually feels really nice to do. And I can just feel my brain unraveling. It's like a brain massage. So nice to be just able to do this. Now, I'm not going to talk here and tell you guys to try other things, that you have to do it this way. Maybe I'll do something else now in a second just to give you a hint of what you can do. I have a few things in front of me. Tomorrow is National Drawing Day, so if you go on to, and I'll put the link below, the National Gallery of Ireland, you can just Google it as well, you'll find all sorts of links, and there's activities around the country and talks, and there'll be people, on Twitter and stuff showing what they've drawn. So go take a look at it, and Instagram as well will be a great place. You don't really have to draw either. Like, all you need is, that's what I got a pen. That's the same pen I take notes with. There's a pencil that I might use next. It's not about being an artist here. It's about using drawing to relax a little bit. So have a look on the National Gallery of Ireland website and see if there's anything there that you think is good. Other things you could try to do are you could draw something in front of you, which is what I'm going to do right now. Although the thing about that is I find that a lot more challenging. And what you might have noticed there, I just drank my coffee, so I'm going to leave my coffee there. I'm going to try, let me see if I can nice bit of light on. Okay, yeah. So, and now I'm just going to draw my coffee and watch this. And talk to you guys about that. So, it's now you'll see a completely different way of drawing here. And as I'm drawing in pencil, I will certainly need an eraser. Oh, I like this pencil. I've not drawn it before. Nice and light nib for drawing nice lines. Yeah, so and it's just a good way of doing it, and it's just a nice thing to do, is to draw, especially when you're stressed, especially when you're frustrated. Yeah, it may not be, could be drawing. It could be you could do some adult coloring, as they say. And adult colouring is very complex colouring, whereby there would be very detailed diagrams and stuff like that, or images, and you kind of just fill it in, and it can be very methodical and very, it can be quite relaxing. I've tried it a few times, although I don't know, I always come back to drawing it. I just find drawing more my thing. It's not a question of ability. I just prefer to be in control of my image, basically. Now this is something I like like to do, and it's just cool. I mean, it's not a you'll always meet someone who's a better drawer. That's the thing, and it's good. It's also, it's a very good way of relieving stress. What I'll do is I'll also share my friend Chris's video. Chris is a guy I've known for years. He used to actually teach English as well. We know each other from when we were young men in South Korea. Chris is now an art therapist. It's a fascinating role. And funny story about Chris becoming an art therapist. Fortunately, you have to know Chris for me to tell you that story. But anyway, let's just say, if you think I'm bad at making decisions. Anyway, so this just goes around like that. Now this is, completely different. I'm still quite interested in these lines. I don't know what's happening here, to be honest. Very liney. Someone said lines, there are no such things in lines in art or something like that, and that's a real kind of thing they teach you when you're a teacher in. That's the kind of thing they teach a kid to stop drawing lines. Right? Like, I'm going to draw lines. I'm going to draw a man. It's all lines. I'm like, no, let's try and work out the tones and stuff. I'm not happy with this at all now. Anyway, but it's just about drawing, really, isn't it? Maybe I just need more anger. More anger. And one thing, there we go, I talk about the anger. The anger, you can really let your emotions into it, like this. Yeah. No. Oh, I just saw something that's kind of cool. Okay, that's kind of cool. And there's so much messing going on in the world these days. Sometimes it's good just to go away, find a nice little happy place, and to concentrate and to be a little bit creative and to be a bit by your own, Anyway, okay. So this is not something I'm particularly happy with as a drawing, to be honest. But maybe it'll evolve. And the other thing is, I really want to drink my coffee. And my coffee's right there, looking at me. Yeah. And I know there's always going to be someone looking at this going like, oh, that's not that good, is it? And I'm not saying I never said I was good. Let's just say I never said I tried to be good. Just saying that you should give it a go and see how you get on. Some people haven't done it for years, some people do. Some people are amazing artists and they're terrified of sharing. Alright, so don't be afraid to try a bit of drawing over the next couple of days and see what's happening with the National Gallery of Ireland. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, National Drawing Day is on. Let's see what we can do, and good luck with your drawing. Okay, thank you for listening and watching me ramble and draw on.